still feel okay with yourself. Throwaway account. Oh, kind of long. Not really long, but throwaway account. That means that what's going to be said here is something that they're not assuming well, okay? They don't want it to be linked to their own stuff. Let's go. Am I the asshole for telling my mom and stepdad that I don't have to follow their rules if I don't want to? I, 16 male. Ooh, yes. I'll say yes. I'm sorry, like, unless you are the one providing for the whole family, yes. Unless you are living by your own means out of the house, yes. Unless, like, I don't think the rules can be that bad if the... So let's go read a little 16 years old story. Hi, 16M. I'm a little confused and would like an outside perspective because I feel like I'm 90% in the right. I am my parents' only child together, but my mom married my stepdad when I was 5 and they ended up having 3 children together, plus my stepdad has full custody of his daughter from another relationship. My dad married my stepmom when I was 11 and they had my little sister, 4F, until 2020. Good. I would spend 2 weeks in each house, but after the pandemic, I opted not to return to my mom's house because I didn't want to be stuck with so many people, especially since I have my own room and I'm rarely asked to babysit. I'm paid for my time and reserve the right to refuse. All good. So basically, you're not living with them. It's the start. With my mom, it is expected of me to babysit whenever it's needed because I'm the oldest and family duty. My mom didn't like my preference, and when the authority wouldn't force my dad to send me away and got repeated calls and message from my mom, stepdad and stepsisters about how selfish of a person, that was a weird sentence, but like, all good, you still have some years to learn punctuation, I was being. Eventually, when the restriction eased up, I started coming back, but I could tell everyone was angry at me. Okay. Once again, there's a lot of coma that are not in the right place. When my dad had to travel because of work for 3 days, he and my stepmom decided to stay in that era longer to make it a family vacation. But since I was out of state, they needed my mom's permission, which she refused. Knowing that my mom would never give me permission for me to travel outside of the state, I told my stepdad and stepmom to just go, and my dad promised to make it up when I turned 18. Pretty good deal. A key to my dad's place, and when I was asleep, my mom and stepdad took it. Went to my dad's place and tried to borrow one of his car, but when backing out, they hit something. It wasn't anything too big, but there's a very noticeable mark. My mom woke me up in tears, telling I needed to take responsibility for it as my dad might press charge otherwise. She even woke up the rest of my siblings and told them that they may go into foster care unless I do the heroic thing. That is so much manipulative. That is so manipulative. It's absurd. I caved and could tell my dad was upset and lost a lot of trust in me. And that made me mad. I don't even know why you caved at that point. I understand that like you feel like shit for the foster care, but I don't think that's gonna put you in foster care. Ah, that's trespassing. That is thievery. That may be reason for kind of foster care. When I was back at my mom's, I didn't do any of my chores because I honestly didn't feel like it. And when she and my stepdad tried to punish me, I just got an attitude and said that so long as they don't want my dad to know what really happened to me to his car, their rules don't apply to me anymore. They were stunned by my response and we got into an argument and I was called a disrespectful brat. Okay. Now, here's the problem. What they did was wrong. But then he's blackmailing them. So what he's doing is wrong too. I know that like both sides, like if we go in the commentary at the moment, everybody's going to be like not the asshole, okay? But you got to understand that in this situation, they are assholes. They are manipulating the kids to lie for them and to take up some responsibility for them. But he's also an asshole. So Yeah, that's there's no point at that to say like they blackmailed him first. Like if someone hits me in the face first, it's battery, but if I hit him too, it's battery too. Like I hurt him too. It's not because someone hurts me that I have the right to hurt them. We're not in this kind of society anymore. It's not like 40 before Christ, you know? So like an eye for an eye and everybody ends up blind, you know? It's stupid. So both sides here are having criminals, are making criminal hack. Blackmailing is not better than like what they did to them. Like bad. I get that like they went to somewhere without being invited. They also stole something. They are more the asshole. If that's the question, like they are adult, they are way more the asshole than the 16 years old. But here, sadly, what this kid takes out of it is to become himself another hassle. Like, this is exactly what's happening there. This kid has an argument where he's gonna win for sure. Like, if he's trying to argue with them, he's gonna win because at the moment he has the power of that situation. And sadly, he's gonna learn that this kind of way of acting is not bad because he wins out of it, you know? So it's a loss. It's a loss situation. Everybody's losing in that. The stupid mom, the dad that got lied to, him, everybody, and not only those, like his kids in the future, because he's learning how to be manipulative. So like, he's not the asshole for that particular situation, but he's about to become one. He's really like, this is the villain origin story, I tell you. Like, if Am I the Asshole exists in 20 years, this guy is gonna be the dad of another kid and do these kind of stupid shit. Now, I totally agree, Abda, but like, this is like a evil character in making. Clearly, like I could tweak something and do that and have a bad guy for the indie. Kind of easily, you know it. I'm sure you know it. Not the asshole. They committed a felony and asked you to lie to cover it up, which is another felony. Additionally, it might not have been an accident. It may have been a deliberate attempt to alienate you from your father. I don't want to push it there. Like there's no proof for that. Hey, those cheeks. Cute baby. Yeah, I know. I heard that. Yeah, that you did. Good bath. So yeah. But I agree, like in that particular situation, not the asshole. Sadly, I like go fix that. Go tell your dad the truth. I go tell your dad the truth, but then like, okay, all the other kids do not deserve to become a foster child for that. But hey, let's think of a good answer to this, okay? Suppose at first that the dad is someone that is making a lot of sense and is not filled with hatred toward his ex, which is probably not the case because everybody here that I've seen some ex that had kid together know what I'm saying when I say that. A good amount of exes have a hard time talking together and fixing things together when the relationship is done. When kids are implied into the situation, it makes it worse. I'm trying to think about the least bad way to fix this. Oh, if the dad makes a lot of sense, best solution would probably be to tell him and then hope that he goes for the logical point of view toward that, to maybe start to deal to have its own son at home all the time, cutting tie with the mom if it's what the kids want, and maybe strongly recommend to the mom to go and get some support, like psychological support. Go see a shrink and get the help she needs, because there is something wrong when you try to steal the car of your ex while you know he's out of town. Like, I think it would be a better outcome than having some of the other child ending up in foster care, or like screwing up their life by sending them to jail. But like, that would be for me the best outcome possible. Tell to the dad, and the dad just makes a deal to not have his child being influenced by that person anymore, and also to recommend strongly to the other parent to get help as fast as possible. Then the mom would need to be brilliant enough to be like, I'm gonna go get help, I'm super sorry for what I did, and actually go get help. But we all know this is not how it's gonna end, okay? It's really not how it's gonna end. If the dad knows, it's gonna end like shit. Even with a smart dad that goes for the option we just gave. I don't believe you can be someone that is stupid enough to steal a car and also mature enough to get told, go see the shrink and not free. But maybe she's in that very weird spot of the Venn diagram. This would make sense. Maybe. Very optimistically, maybe.